All right, so like I was saying, that our main purpose of today is to help you improve or help you enhance your LinkedIn profile to increase your visibility to employers and recruiters. So by the time we are done with this workshop, or by the time we are done with this session, you actually know some tips, some strategies on how to improve your profile and stand out in your industry. So LinkedIn has over 700 million plus users, though it has been existing before other social media platforms. But then you have to understand that it's a platform for professionals. It's a platform for people who want to improve on their career. It's a platform for recruiters. It's a platform for employers. Okay, so if you want to get into connection, if you want to connect with like-minded people, people in your industry, then LinkedIn is the best platform for you. You can't really get to know people in your industry when you use other social media platforms, because most social media platforms don't have that aspect whereby you can actually indicate what you're doing as a job, okay, or the kind of businesses you're doing. So basically, LinkedIn is the best platform if you want to grow professionally. So we are going to look at the algorithm of LinkedIn. We're going to talk a little bit about SEO, that's optimization, how to build your LinkedIn profile. We begin by your profile picture, looking at the background, how to create or how to craft a compelling headline, how to write an engaging summary or the about page, how to work on your experiences and your skills. And of course, we're going to talk about some recommendations and endorsement. Then again, we are going to look at how you can search jobs on LinkedIn. And in our next session, or whenever the session comes up, we are going to talk about CV building. There are techniques you should use when it comes to creating a good CV, or a CV that can easily be optimized whenever you apply for a job. So I hope that is well understood. Please make sure you try to jot down what you can, because there are no slides for this session. So if you actually want to optimize your LinkedIn profile effectively, it is very important to understand how LinkedIn algorithm works. Okay, every social media platform has its own algorithm. When you post content on Facebook, the way it will react is totally different from the way it should react on other social media platforms like TikTok and Twitter. You might post a content on TikTok, and in less than 1 hour, it goes viral. You have more than 100,000 views, 200,000 views. But you post that same content on Facebook, it might not be the same. You might not get the same engagement. So this is due to what? The algorithm of the various social media platforms. So when it comes to the algorithm of LinkedIn, there are key factors you need to take into consideration. The first is your profile completeness. When you're building your LinkedIn profile, so long as you build that profile and it is complete, that is one of the factors that will be considered when optimizing your profile. So LinkedIn actually prioritizes complete profiles. So make sure you fill out all the sections that are necessary, including your headline, your summary, your experience, your education, and skills. This is very, very important. The next factor which you should consider when building your LinkedIn profile is keywords. There are keywords that are actually taken into consideration. Be it when you are you're looking for a job, be it when you're searching for a job, be it when you are building the skill section on your profile. So the LinkedIn algorithm actually searches for these keywords, and it actually relies heavily on them. So these are words and phrases that recruiters and employers might use to find candidates. There are scenarios where you will not actually apply for a job, but then recruiters are actually contacting you. They are reaching out to you to see if you are actually in need of a job. They will get into your inbox. I've received so many messages in respect to that. It all depends on how you've built your LinkedIn profile. The next factor which you should consider is the activities you carry out on your LinkedIn profile. Once you carry out regular activities on your LinkedIn profile, like posting daily, commenting on people's posts, engaging with others, like you're commenting, you're sharing, it helps to improve your profile visibility. Take an example. If you are, let's say, in an industry like digital marketing, and every single time, every day, you write a simple article related to digital marketing. Now, you might not just write articles that are maybe an article which you've actually sat down and you've written. You can talk about your daily life as a digital marketer. You can talk about your daily life as an engineer. Maybe when I was at work today, I came across this client who needed this service. And this is how I was able to tackle this service. And at the end of the day, I was able to learn that this particular format is the best as far as this industry is concerned, or was the best as far as solving the problem of that client is concerned. So you need to always make sure you are engaging, you are posting content day in, day out. That's the only way people will actually see you. And once you start doing that, you have to understand that LinkedIn equally has the For You page. They will always push your content even to people who are not connected to you on LinkedIn. This is very important. Majority of social media platforms have the For You page. Now, the For You page is that section whereby random contents are being selected by these social media platforms and they are posted on this For You page so that people can see. So these content are not only seen by your followers, but they are equally seen by people who are not connected to you. There is equally this particular section on LinkedIn. That's the reason why you need to always ensure you post day in, day out. Just talk about anything. You can write articles. If you are not good at that, then make sure you always comment, make sure you interact with other posts. People are still going to see you. Another important aspect when it comes to, or another factor when it comes to optimizing your LinkedIn profile is connection. Make sure you are always connecting with people. Don't go on LinkedIn and you start connecting with people that are not even related to your field of study. So if you are in an accounting field, make sure you connect with people that are in that same field. As for digital marketing, you can connect with any industry, right? Because every industry as of today needs a digital marketer. So you can connect with every industry. But if you are in a particular industry that is really on its own, it actually survives on its own, make sure you connect with people, like-minded people in that same industry. The only scenario where maybe you connect with other people that are not in your industry is when you guys meet up in a conference, let's say in an event like this. So you know, wow, I met this guy in this particular event. Maybe it's a global event that we're trying to tackle a particular aspect that had to bring together other industries. So this is very, very important. So let's talk about SEO for LinkedIn. We said SEO, when it comes to website, is what you're trying to optimize your website to rank on the Google search result, right? So when it comes to SEO, when it comes to search engine optimization, it is not only applicable to websites, it is applicable to other social media platforms. For example, if I go to Google right now and I type my name, okay? I go to Google and I type my name. You notice that I'm going to have so many content that is related to me from different platforms. This is from LinkedIn. This is from Instagram. This is from my personal website. This is still from LinkedIn. And you notice that there are images that have been brought up by LinkedIn to the search engine search result page. Right? So this content you see here is as a result of what? Optimization. I've made sure that my content is always appearing on different platforms, not only on a website, but on other social media platforms. Okay, so you can see here the African Digital Conference, this website, this is Madina Al-Wadi, and so on and so forth. Okay, now if you are not optimized, if I ask you this question, have you typed your name on LinkedIn of recent? Even your 3 names, type all your 3 names. Do you even show, on Google? Do you even show on Google? Does Google recognize that this person is existing? Sometimes recruiters may just go on Google. Okay, let me know about this person. This person says he or she has been part of this conference. He has this pre-knowledge as far as this is concerned. Let me search. They will just type your name. If it matches, that is already a credit score for you. When it comes to a particular job, it's already a credit score. Without that optimization, trust me, you will never be visible. Just of recent, I received a notification from LinkedIn indicating, because each time people visit my profile, LinkedIn always indicates, LinkedIn always sends me a notification saying that you've been able to, this person has visited your profile, this person has visited your profile. And when I receive more visits than usual, I'm going to receive some sort of a congratulation message or an encouragement message from LinkedIn saying you've received this number of profile views as compared to the previous month. So you should keep up, or you should keep on posting content regularly. This is very, very important. Please, if you have questions, just write it down, okay? I'm going to answer the question towards the end or when we are on break. So just write it down in case you think you're going to forget, just write it down. So what can you do to ensure you get optimized? What can you do to ensure your profile actually optimized not only on LinkedIn, but on search engine result pages? Make sure that you identify relevant keywords. Don't only place keywords, but relevant keywords. I am a digital marketer. If I'm optimizing my LinkedIn profile, obviously, the kind of keywords I should be using for my LinkedIn profile should include what? Digital marketing. It should include what? Web development, because I'm a web designer, right? It should include what? The various graphic design tools I use. Maybe Photoshop, maybe InDesign, maybe Illustrator, PPC, social media marketing, search engine optimization. Those are the kind of keywords you should add, so that when a recruiter goes to your profile and type search engine optimization specialist, because sometimes recruiters don't have the time to post the job and then they want people to apply, okay? Because at that moment, people might just go and try to work on their CVs and submit. So what they can easily do is they just go online, they type in that particular area where they are, people who this, you know, the keyword which the recruiter has used, okay, when this keyword matches, the search term, when this search term matches with the keyword you had placed in your profile, that's where your profile is going to show up. Now, most of you think, let me show you what I'm saying. Okay, look at this. This is the search bar, right? If I type here digital marketing specialist, let's say I am a recruiter, though I have not built my profile as a recruiter, but I'll just type here digital marketing specialist. So once I type digital marketing specialist, we're going to first of all have jobs here, which will appear. Then below, you're going to get people who are related to this field. Now you see, I've typed here digital marketing specialist. This lady, on her profile, you can see that in her headline, there is digital marketing. Here as well, there's digital marketing. There's digital marketing. And if I continue down, I'm going to notice that there are other people who have the word digital marketing specialist in their headlines. These are the things you need to do. Some of you will create your profile. Instead of putting the information that is relevant, you go and write daughter of Zion, or you go and write the chosen one. Yeah, you are actually looking for a job, and those are the kind of informations you're placing in your profile. Or you go and put God's own. No, you don't do that. You put in keywords that are related to your field of study. Very, very important. So once you've been able to identify this keyword, the next thing is for you to integrate the keywords into your profile. We are going to do that. Okay, we are going to look at that, and I believe by the time we are done, you all will know how to optimize your LinkedIn profiles. Right. So the first thing you have to do when it comes to optimizing your LinkedIn profile is to do what? You start working on the basic necessities. You work on your profile, you work on your background, you work on your about. Now, when you create your account for the very first time, that's one thing I love about LinkedIn. When you create your account for the very first time, what happens is that you're going to have a bar. There's just going to be a long bar below your profile picture. Whenever you optimize, whenever you upload your picture, you upload your cover, that bar will be filling up, and it will be expressed in terms of percentage, either in terms of percentage or maybe in a fraction. So maybe 1/10, 2/10, or in terms of percentage. The more you optimize, that's how that bar will keep on increasing. Okay, the more you optimize, it keeps on increasing. And once it reaches 100%, that's when you know that at this level, my profile has been optimized to a certain level. So from 80% and above, it means you're doing a very good job. So the first thing is you need to upload your profile picture. Now, when it comes to your profile picture, you don't just go and upload any kind of profile picture. The kind of picture which you upload matters a lot. The background matters a lot. Your posture matters a lot. Don't go and take a passport size photo where we can only see your face and you use it as your profile picture. It's not professional. Try to ensure that the picture appears corporate. Okay? It is very, very important as well. Now, if you have a picture which is not corporate, but the picture looks very, very good, the background is not okay, there are several ways you can modify that picture to make it look professional. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. All right. So there is this website you can visit. It is free, 100% free. If you have a picture which doesn't look great, you can use this website and you try to optimize this picture. For those who are graphic designers, you can actually do that with Photoshop. You upload a picture on Photoshop, you try to work on the dressing, you change the background. I think Photoshop it's very easy, and there are other online tools you can use. All right, so I'll be listing some tools, but we are going to use one right now. Okay, so the tool which we are going to use in order to manipulate or try to work on a profile picture which doesn't look great, I'll always advise you, just go on LinkedIn. You can download any picture which you think is great. Take it to a studio. You show the photos, the photographer, and say, this is the kind of picture I need for my LinkedIn profile. I need this. I need a professional picture. If you don't have the finance to do that, then you can just look at any of your pictures that looks like that of a professional online, but the background is not really good. There are people who take good pictures outside, so they might want to change the background. So what you can do is you can go to this website known as Adobe Firefly. So go to this website, Adobe Firefly. You're going to create an account. It's free of cost. Okay, so you're going to try for free. Let's say get Firefly for free. So this is the platform. I'm just going to close this. All right. So once you get to this, you scroll down. You can use your smartphone. You can use your PC. All right. You scroll down. You go to generative field. Okay. You click on generate. Then you upload the picture you want to edit. Please don't be all serious on the picture, and make sure the picture at least shows a portion of your skin, even just from your chest and above. Okay, so once you get here, you try to identify a picture. I'm just going to pick up any picture here. Okay, let's work with this one. So I'm going to upload this picture. All right, so I want to change. I'm assuming that this is not a professional dress, so I want to change this. Okay, the first thing I'll do is I'll change the background, and to change the background, what I'll do is just click on select background, and you type. When you click on select background, just come here and type a prompt. Okay, so this is an AI tool. So you just type a prompt, let's say professional background. So once you type professional background, the tool is going to actually search and give you options. All right, let's just give it some time. All right, so we have some options here. I can go for this. I can go for this. All right, so I can go for any of these backgrounds. Let's see. I think the ones I'm receiving now are not really the best. Let's go for more. So we all know Adobe actually produces very good softwares when it comes to designs. All right. So the initial background you see, I'm the one who actually changed that. That was not the background that was there. All right. The blue background. Was it blue? The original background you saw, I changed it. So I'm actually changing it for the second time. Okay. So let's say I want to go for, let's say this one. All right. So I'm going to keep this background. Now I want to change the dress. Let's say I was not putting on, this lady was not putting on a professional dress. So what I will need to do is I will take my mouse. I will make sure that I highlight all the sections of this dress. So just click your mouse and hold it and make sure that you actually touch just the aspect, just the dress. Okay. So highlight this. So I'm trying to be as professional as I can or as accurate as I can. So okay. So I'll take off this one. Then of course I will do same here. So even if I don't do it accurately, the tool is actually going to understand what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to put this. All right. So if this was a male, I will type here maybe professional suit. Okay. I can still do that. So I will type here professional suit. And I'm going to click on generate. And let's see the options we're going to get. If it's not accurate, then we are going to maybe try to cover up the blue sections that are beside. Great. So we have some options here. So it's not really giving us what we want because we've not touched every aspect. So let's cancel this and try to be more accurate. Let's see. I'm going to take off every aspect of the blue. Let's see if we're going to get something great this time. Okay. So I think it's even easier to use, for a graphic designer, it's easier to use Photoshop to get that. So I'll search again. Let's see if we can have something great. So you can just take any of your pictures and try to get something. So this one looks perfect, right? So if I click here, it looks somehow good, even though not that accurate. See, it looks somehow great. So let's go with this one. Okay, so you can see right now it's a little bit difficult because I'm actually selecting a portion. Let's say I want to select the entire image. Okay, so let me can I reset this? Reset. Okay, so let's say I want to take off all of this. Okay, so I'll take off all of this, and I think the best way is even to do is to select it, but then let's just do it this way and see. So I'm going to take off everything here. And I'm going to go again with the professional suits, generate. Let's see what we have this time around. All right, so this is better. This is better. You can still see some blue color here, but then that one can always be adjusted. See what they have done to the hair. It looks perfect. See? So let's go with this one. Or better still, let me make it look good. Okay. So that portion had an issue. So I'm going to generate now. I think it should be perfect right now. So let's see. Perfect. So we're going to go with this one. So let's go with this one. See, it has changed everything about the image. So if you have a good picture, you can just crop out the entire picture. One thing with Adobe is that it actually recognizes if it's a male or female. So they know the appropriate dressing they can fit on the image. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one. And I'm going to download. I think we should already have that here. All right, so this is our image. This is it, right? Let me see. All right, so that's our image. We can use that for our profile, okay? Or if you have an image which you think it's good and what you need to do is just to change the background, you can go to this website known as BG Remove. Just type BG Remove. You come to Remove BG here. You click on this website. All you have to do is you upload your image. Okay, click here, you upload. Let's go with the same image we used initially. So I'll still go with this one. I'm going to upload. And see, the background is removed. I can change the color of the background. I can go to background here. Then we have other options. So I can choose any background. If I need a plain background, I can go for this one. I can go for, I need something more corporate. So I scroll down. Let's see. No. Go for I need something really corporate. I don't know which one to go for. Let me see. I think this one is perfect. We're going to use this one. Click on done and you download. So that's it. Okay, so you can use that for your background or for your profile picture. All right, perfect. So once you're done with your profile, the next thing is for you to upload and you work on your cover photo. So let's go back. All right, so to edit your picture, your profile picture, you just need to click on your photo. Then you click on add photo from here. You click on upload photo. You select your picture, okay? Once you select your picture, let me just pick any image from here. I'm gonna use it. Say anyone. So once you pick up any image, let's say this one. Let's say I want to upload this one. You click here. So they're going to ask me to adjust. Okay. So I'm going to adjust that image to fit in the box. Okay. And once I am done, I'm just going to click on save photo and it's going to be saved. The next thing is that if you're actually seeking for a job, if you want people to know that you are actually a job seeker, you can add a frame to your profile picture. Okay, just click on frames, then you choose this one. Okay, open to work. If you're an organization and you are hiring, you can click on hiring. Okay, so if I click on open to work and I click on apply, we're going to have this option where you're going to add your job title. So what kind of jobs are you looking for? We have digital marketing, social media manager, marketing specialist, digital marketing manager. You just have to add these skills. I'm going to show you how to get some of these titles. Okay, then location type, you have on-site, hybrid, remote. Then where do you want to get jobs? You write the countries, your location, you need to add your location as well. And you indicate if you're going to begin immediately, or you want to, or you have a specific time which you want to begin. Then the next thing is you have to choose if you want this your frame. Should this frame be shown to everyone on your LinkedIn profile, or everyone, all of your LinkedIn members, or you just want recruiters to see? So sometimes it's advisable to go for what? Recruiters, all right? But then there might be people who are just normal LinkedIn, that have just normal LinkedIn accounts, and they might still be looking for someone to work for them. Okay, so if that's the case, then always make sure you maintain all LinkedIn members. But again, if you know you're already working, you just want to get a job, you want to upgrade, sometimes you might not want your employer to know that you're looking for a job. And if they are on LinkedIn, you need to check. You check their profile. Does it have hired? If it doesn't, if their profile don't have that hired frame there, it means they are not seeking for new workers. So at that level now, you can go for what? Recruiters only. Okay, you can go for recruiters only. But if you're actually searching for a job, then go for all LinkedIn members, so that everyone will know that you are looking for a job. So once you do that and you save, it's going to appear here. All right, you can't see now probably because I have indicated that word for recruiters. All right, for recruiters only. All right, and only recruiters will actually see that I am looking for a job. Any other person would not see it. That's one thing you need to note as far as that is concerned. The next aspect is what? Your cover photo. This is very, very important as well. So your cover photo should just try to give maybe a vivid description about you, or if you have a picture which you took when you were in a particular event, something which looks great. Okay, you can always place that particular image on your background image. So we call it background image, or you can call it your cover photo. So sometimes it is often overlooked. It's a feature which is often overlooked. All right, so it's a great way you can actually personalize your profile and make it visually appealing. So there are some people that when they just visit your profile, it will take some time for them to read here, okay, to read every information you see here. Now, this information is really good for people. It's really good when people search for your keyword. When people type a search term and it matches with your keyword, obviously your profile is going to show to them. But when someone actually visits your profile, your cover photo might even give that person a summary about you, okay, or give that person a very good impression about you. So it's very important for you to actually design a background image. So if you have that picture, good and fine, you just need to click here. All right, then you upload. But remember, it's going to be in this form, in this landscape format. So sometimes you always advise, it is good for you to design one. Okay, if you can design one, then good and fine. Graphic designers, that won't be a problem. Just go online and look for sample background or sample LinkedIn background images. Look at how they look and try to create one for yourself. If you're not a graphic designer, then you can use the Canva tool. All right, so you just need to go to Canva. Go to canva.com. All right, so once you're on canva.com, you identify you click on templates. If you have an account, please create an account. Now, most of the features you see here are pro features because this is a paid, I have a paid plan on my account. All right. So all you have to do is to type, just type LinkedIn. Just type LinkedIn background image. So I'm going to type LinkedIn background image. Then we are going to have some templates that are related to what I've just searched. You can see the exact dimension. Okay, so these are samples. Just need to pick one which looks great. Okay, so for example, if you look at this one here, it's written what? Grow your business with all digital marketing. So remember, your profile picture will be somewhere here. Your profile picture will be somewhere here. So it doesn't cover the entire space. Let me show you guys what I'm saying. See, the profile picture is just here. So whatever you upload here will just be around. Okay, so it will actually be visible. All right, so if I go to our Canva, let's pick, I want us to pick a good one. As you can see, most of them are pro, except this one. So you can actually have free templates. So just create an account. If you don't see, once you create an account, just come here. If you don't see this gold crown, there's always a gold crown behind, beside the pro template. If you don't see, know that it's a free template and you can actually edit. You can even create. So long as you know how to use Canva, you can use the tool to actually work on and create a very good one for yourself. So let's see if we can have a good cover photo. Please, this is very, very important. It helps when it comes to ranking. It helps when it comes to optimization. So if you really want to optimize your LinkedIn profile very well, then make sure you follow all these steps. So I'm trying to identify something which is good. So when you look at it carefully, you notice that there are profiles or there are images here that are meant for females. There are some that are meant for males. So you need to ensure that you choose the right one. All right, so if I go for this one, for example, I can go for this one. I click on customize template. So graphic designers, this will be very easy for you, right? Creating this template, it won't take you up to 5 minutes to do this on Illustrator because you are just adding shapes and you add a text and you add an image background. That's it. Before creating your artboard, you just make sure the dimension is perfect. You just import the background image. You might download one from somewhere and you import it, and all this as just shapes. Okay, these are just shapes. So I can decide to change this to my name. Like I always say, guys, graphic design is not all about the tool you're using. It's about your understanding the principles. Because as a graphic designer, if you're a professional, you can use any tool to create very good designs. So I'll write here, marketing manager. Right here, marketing manager. Then, of course, I'm going to put here my website. Put here my phone number. I want to put my all right, so I'm going to put my contact here. See. Okay, so that is perfect. And the colors actually somehow match up with my personal brand color. So I will just try to work this based on my personal brand. Let's say I'll go with this color. I change this color as well. I change this color as well. So, guys, some of these free tools, I use them a lot. When I just want to create a design as soon as possible, it's very easy. Just use templates. But for designs which will need to be printed, like logos, business cards, obviously you can't use these tools to create them, because by the time the clients print them, it will not be appealing. So you have to go with the sophisticated tool. So I'm going to take off this one, and I'm going to go to my uploads and pick up an image, which I think is great. Just going to scroll down to, do I have any image here? Myself, I think I'll go for this one. Okay, I'll go for this one. So one beauty about Canva too is that you can take off your background. So I will, you see which one is more appealing. Okay. So I didn't use, which one did I use for my, so let me check which one I used for my profile. So I don't use the same image. I think they are kind of the same. So what I'll do is I'll take off this one, and I'm going to use this one instead. So I'm going to increase the size. I'm going to take off the background. Please, you can only take off the background if you have a pro version. So I'm going to take off the background right here. So I'm going to click on BG remover, and it does it perfectly. I think this is one of the tools that actually remove the background perfectly. So let's see what we get. All right, so we have that. So I'm going to place that here, and we are good to go. So once I'm done, I'm going to download that. So make sure my spellings are all okay. So I download. So during our graphic design sessions, we always make sure we touch some of these free tools as well. So though we work on the main tools, we try to ensure we give students these free tools, because sometimes you might just want to create a very simple flyer, and going through the main softwares or the main applications becomes so tedious. So once you're done with that, you just have to come back here. So we want to change our background image. So I'll click here, and I'm going to click on change photo. I'll click on downloads, and I'm going to upload that. So it fits, maybe not quite, but I'm going to just adjust that, and I'm going to apply, and we should have something great. Perfect. Something is missing here. It's kind of hiding. So what I'll do is I'll just go back, just trying to adjust. I'll go back. I will try to, let me check again what I have to adjust. So I'll take this to the top a little bit, and all right, so I know what to adjust right now. So I'll come back here, hold this to top, hold this to top. Oh, I want to remove everything, so I'll put this. And by the way, guys, we're going to have, this is just a Kado. We've never done it before, really. We're going to have a free graphic design session. It's going to last for, I think, 2 weeks. It's going to take place in the TGI WhatsApp channel, because this forum will be full soon. The ones which you guys are in, I think before the week runs out, it will be full. So please, I'll share the link for those of you who will be part of the community. You're going to get the free training. Perfect. Download. So let's say you don't have the premium version, right? And you actually want to design something like this. So I'm just going to show you guys something real quick. I won't be very detailed. So if I go to, how do I create a new Canva here? Let's see. Okay, let's say create a design. Let's say custom size. So this size, the width could be, let's say the width is, let's say 1080, and the height is approximately 400. Let's try, no, 400 will be still big. Let's try 300. And I click on create design. Let's see. So we have almost the same size, right? So if I have to create the same design, so I don't have the Pro, right? The Pro version, sometimes I consider it as a tool for people who are really lazy. Yeah, you are lazy, you don't really want to do some work. But when you have graphic design skills, you can use any tool, all right? So I can still come here. I can download any image, all right? I can download any image on Google. See, if I go to Google right now and I type, let's say beautiful background. Guys, remember, when you're using images, when you want to use images, make sure you download them from appropriate sites. I'm just doing this as a quick design, okay? But make sure you go to appropriate sites. I mentioned some of these sites in our previous class, like Pexels, Pixabay, Unsplash. Make sure you go to these sites and you get these images from there. Let's say a white, beautiful background. Let's try white, beautiful background if we have. Perfect. I think we have what we want. So click on, now let me pick one from a site which when we use, it won't be a problem. So I'm just going to download this one from here. Just click on save as. I'm going to save this. Please, all mics should be muted. So I go to great. So I'll come here, go to upload image. And by the way, please, going to upload image, click on open. And I click on OK. So I now have my image here. I can easily crop the image, make sure that it fits my cardboard. Perfect. The next thing we have is what? We have these shapes. So I can easily add these shapes as soon as possible. So this should be, let's go with a triangle. So just come here, go to shapes, go to, I'll pick up any shape here. Let's see. I'll just pick up this one. To be very fast, I'm just going to show you guys how to get these things done as soon as possible. That color is yellow, right? Is it yellow? Perfect. So I'm going to hover my mouse here. I'll pull this like this. Perfect. I bring it somewhere around here. Just pull this. Guys, we're not supposed to be doing this in this class, but then just going to show you guys how to do it. All right. So this is a triangle. I'm just going to add a triangle real quick. So I'm going to add a triangle. Let's see, I'm going to add a triangle right here. Then once I add the triangle, I'm going to add borders to the triangle. So I'll just double click on the triangle. I'll click on colors right here. And I will take off the colors. And I'll come to these lines here. I click here, I click on one line, which is the border. Okay, then I change the color of the border. Oh, sorry, I'll still change the color of the shape. So I'll click on the border here. I'll change the color. So we've actually created this shape. Oh, the color is blue, so I will change that to blue. All right. I can increase the shape, the size of the lines. I can take it somehow like this, pull this. Then I'm going to rotate so it can fit what we have. Something like this. Try to make sure it fits the same way we have this one. So put it somewhere around here. Let's see. That's how it looks like. Yeah. Bring it here. Cool. So it therefore means I have to tilt this one to be almost the same. I think that's perfect. Bring it back here. And we have something like this. So you see, I've just created something like this, right? Then you do same. This is just a triangle you bring, you pull to the side. Same thing here. And you're good to go. All you have to do is add your text. You upload, you can, either you download these images and you upload them, or you can search the icons here. Just type it here, maybe a website or call, and you search under icons. You're going to find them, you just upload, okay? So I'm not going to do all of that right now. Basically, you can do everything. What you see on Canva has been done by other people. They just used an empty Canva or an empty artboard and they create something very beautiful. So most of you now will have to pay in order to use them, but you can actually do that by yourself. Perfect. So we've actually worked on our profile picture, our image background, which looks very, very beautiful. So the next thing we're going to talk about we're going to continue by looking at your headline, which is very important. Okay, we're going to look at your headline. So your headline typically gives your audience an overview of your profession. Okay, so it actually tells the audience that these are the things I am good at, or this is what I am actually doing. All right, and there's a format you should follow in order to create your headline. Now, sometimes it becomes so difficult. The ideas are not there. Okay, if I want to create a profile, I can create a headline for anybody in any field. All I need is what? You just need to tell me your job, what you're currently doing, your certificates, your achievements. All that information, I'll actually bring out a very good headline for you. But then, if you are in any industry and you don't know how to do that, there is equally a free tool, a free AI tool that can help you achieve that. All right. So the tool which we are going to use in order to get a very good headline, which we're going to use. So we are going to generate both the headline and the about. All right. We're going to generate the headline and the about. So sometimes the about, your audience will actually see the about. I think there's always an option here to switch to viewers mode. Let me see if it's available here. So I can show you how your audience are actually going to see your profile when they visit. Is it still available? Let's see. All right, let's just continue. If I see it, then I'm going to click on it so we can see how our audience are going to see our profile when they click on it. Let's see, it's not here. Okay. So to create a very good headline and the about section of your LinkedIn profile, you can visit this website. What's the name? You can visit Gravity Write. I hope you guys are writing. There are no notes. You visit Gravity Write, okay? You click on it and you create an account, all right? Just create an account. It's a trust site, so you can even log in with your Google account if you have one. If you don't trust the site, then you have to create the account manually. You have to put your email and password, or you don't have to create a new account. You can just create a new account. But I'm going to sign in with my Google account to make things easier and we move very fast. So I'll click here. And we should have something like this. So this is the tool. The tool is very good, especially for SEO. But then I don't actually use the tool that much because we're still going to have, the tool has not really been crafted very well. Okay, it has not been crafted very well. There are so many limitations. So I'll only advise you can use the tool. If you're not a very good copywriter, you can use this tool. So the tool gives you approximately 2,000 words every month. So with 2,000 words, if you divide 2,000 words by, say, 300, maybe you can write about, if you want to be writing articles, you can write about, let's say, 7 or 8 articles in a month, which is relatively very okay. Okay, you can write maybe an article of about 800 words, which is perfect. So when you visit this tool, you scroll down, you're going to see LinkedIn Profile Builder. All right, you click on LinkedIn Profile Builder. Then you're going to put your profile name. So type your profile name here. Let's see, the name of my profile is, what's happening? It's still loading. All right, so if I type my profile name here, Amon Jirone. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down. So they'll ask you, can you share a brief summary or key highlights from your resume? So they are simply asking you to go to your resume, you copy your highlights. There's an aspect on your resume which has to do with your highlight. That's the same content you place on your about section of your website. So it is acting like what? It is acting like the highlight. Okay, remember, LinkedIn is your digital resume or your digital CV. All right, it's your digital CV. So whatever we are doing now, these are contents which normally are supposed to be on your CV. So you can go to your CV, you copy that content, you come and paste it here. But then what I always like to do, since I'm not using this too often, I usually just give a briefing about myself. I'm just going to copy a content which I wrote down of recent so that it won't take us time. So I thought these guys would be asking for a prompt. I hardly use the tool anyway, so that's why. So I'm just going to write, I am working as a digital marketer. So this is just the briefing that I want to add here. So now I'm going to click on, let's see if it's going to give us what we want. If not, then we are going to do it manually. So LinkedIn profile, so let's see. I'm going to take off this. So I've just given a briefing about my job and my qualifications. I think this should be enough because that's what I need. So I'll click on save and continue. So now you can generate content. So you scroll down, you have what? Your LinkedIn headline generator. You click on create content. So once you create content, it's going to give you information, just brief information. And it gives you about 3 or 4 or 5 options to choose from. So you see, we have what these are headlines we can use on our LinkedIn profile. So you have here digital marketing manager, Google certified. I think this is very okay. It's very okay compared to what I have on my LinkedIn profile. It speaks very, very well, especially this one. Now, one thing I always love, or actually want people to always indicate, is that when you're working for a company, or if you're working for a company, make sure when you add your profession like marketing manager, try to indicate the company which you're working with. Then you can now proceed with other, maybe other skills which you have, or maybe achievements. All right, it's very important. And of course, always start with your highest achievements. And again, if you have a master's degree, I see no reason why you should even include BSc, right? Because master's degree is far more greater than BSc. But at least you should include what? Your professional certification. That is very important. So you just need to choose anyone from here. You copy it. Okay, you go back to your profile. Let's take you guys back here. You go back to your profile and you click on, you can either click here. Here you can see edit your profile. You click here, edit. All right. You have your first name, your last name. If there is any additional name you add here, then of course you come here and you add this content. So as you can see here, I wrote a digital marketing manager ad. Just change that to 80. At Mazin Alwadi. Then we have MBA, Google and CPD certified, Adobe Suite and web design expert. So that's it. As simple as that. You don't need to go and start writing paragraphs. If you're a public speaker, you can start writing all those information, but as a professional, they are not necessary. All right. So you are done as far as your headline is concerned. Then you put your current position. You click here and you add your current position. If you have a new position, you add, once you add a new position, it is going to kick off this one because this indicates what? Your current position. Then of course you write the industry you're working with. Then of course you can add what? Your education. Now, one thing you need to understand is that this information which you see here, they are being gotten from that aspect of your experience and your education, we are still going to see that. Our main focus here is the headline. That's what brought us to this page. Any other thing, we are going to see that later. Okay, so once you're done with your headline, you can save. If you are from a bilingual country where you have 2 languages, you can equally add in French. Okay, let's see. Let me save this first. So once I save, they're going to ask me if I want to write in French as well. So if I click on update profile, they are going to ask me to write that in French as well. But for now, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to click on close. All right, perfect. So we've actually updated our profile, we've updated our background image, we've updated what again, our headline, and yeah, I think that's it. The next thing we are going to do right now is to work on our about section. All right, so the about section is this information you see here. So once someone visits your profile, this is the section, this is like the back end. So everything we are seeing here is not what your audience are going to see. Okay, so maybe after your name, no, this account is verified. If I change anything here, it becomes a problem. So we have the name, we have the headline, and of course, you might find what the about. All right, this is it here. So we can go back to our tool right here, and we generate our about content. So you have the about me generator. So I'll click on generate content. So just using this tool, you might even exhaust your 1,000, is it 1,000? It's 2,000 words. You might even exhaust your 2,000 words, which have been given to you. So you see, it's generating about 2 to 3, it can generate about 2 to 3 content for you, all right? You can decide to stop. You can decide to click on stop generating if you think the first one is enough. So you don't exhaust all your words, okay? You don't exhaust all the words that have been given to you. So basically, we are done with that. So you can actually copy any of these ones. So you can start copying from here with a robust educational background, holding this. You can now copy this and you add. Again, one thing I'll advise you again is that please, when you're adding this content here, the briefing about yourself, your certifications, try to add the school which you completed or the schools which you got the certificates from, so that at the level of your about, they might include that there as well. All right, it makes it looks good, especially when you're from a very prestigious university. It gives you more credit as well. So you have to just copy any version which you think is good for you. You go back to your LinkedIn profile, you click on the about, and there you go. You copy and paste. One thing I love about LinkedIn is that even if you type in, if you decide that you don't want to use this tool, okay, I'm sure you guys must have noticed that when we added a headline, just below you saw what? Write with AI. So just come here, write anything about yourself. Okay, let's say I decide to remove this, and then I tell AI, write with AI. Okay, if I say write with AI, AI will just go through my profile, all the information which I have given before, and they are going to write what? They are going to write a very good about for me. See? So our team has what? Fostered a digital landscape where creativity meets efficiency. So all this content here was generated thanks to AI, and they use what the information that we have below. All right, so I'm going to change that. I won't save it anyway. Let's just keep it that way. Then, of course, we have what? Skills. So these skills as well, you can generate the skills from this tool. If I scroll down, you have profile skill generator. So I'm going to click on generate. I hope I've not exhausted my 2,000 words. But very soon, these guys will tell me that I've exhausted my words. All right, so we've been given about 15 skills that are related to our field. So I'll go back to my profile, and I'm going to check if all the skills which are here have been listed. It seems I've exhausted all the skills which I can. So we have digital marketing, social media marketing, web design, graphic design, search engine marketing. Now, let me check if there's a very important skill here which I've probably not added. Let's see. Team leadership, project management, Microsoft Office suite, email marketing. Email marketing is part of what? It's part of, but then we can only put what? We can only add 2. So I think there is web design, there is graphic design. But what we don't have here is this one. Very important. Microsoft Office suite. So I'm going to take off anything that is related, not related that much. So I'll take off this one. I'm going to add, I don't need suggestions. I need to add by myself, add skill. So I'm going to type that. No. Microsoft Office suite. Where is it? It's not. Okay, I just need to go back. Let's see. Go back here. Copy. Oh, it seems I copied and let me see if. Okay, Microsoft Office suite. I'm going to save. All right. So how was this? Show us where you use this skill. So they're asking where you have been using this skill. So I've used it here, here, here. I think basically I've used it everywhere. So I'm going to click on save. And we are good to go. So we've added that as a skill. So you can only add 5. So we click on save. They're asking me to update in the secondary language. No thanks. All right, so we are done with our about. So let's look at the next thing we have to do. So scroll down here. Let's see if there's any other thing. All right, so we've done the basic, right? The basic things you have to do on a LinkedIn profile. All right, so the rest is just about creating a post, LinkedIn sample post. So let's get back to our LinkedIn account and we can proceed from there. Now, once you're done with your about, the next thing is to add your experience. So this is where you add your job experiences. Okay, so I deliberately took out one job experience so that we can work on it. So we have this one, this is the main job. And then let's add another. So to add a job experience or a work experience, all you need to do is click on this plus sign and you click on add position. Okay, so you click on add position, you need to put in the title. So if I put, let's say, credit officer, so I click on that, and employee type, we have employment type, which is a full-time job. Company name, I'm going to put, let's say, let's say, I think this should show up. Okay, so we're going to put that. Then location, you can put Northwest region, you choose your location. Location type, on-site. So hybrid simply means what? Both remote and on-site. Remote means you work from home. Hybrid means both, either on-site or remote. So you have to choose that. Then you choose your start date. So I'm going to put from 2016. I'm going to put end date. You can notice, you should notice that this end date is not highlighted. It's because this is currently checked, right? I am currently working in this row, so I'm going to uncheck that. And again, we're going to have this. I'm going to put probably, which month was that? Let's say January 2020. Then of course you have to put some description. You have to describe. So with that, you can actually go to another tool as well, and you type in, let's say, go here, go back to this tool, right? You can write Let's see which tool can help us here. So you can write complete brand content. If you click here, complete brand content, you just need to give a prompt. You're always required to give a prompt. Write your company name, what value does your business provide, and what problem does it solve? You put it here. So what is your ID? What is your ideal customer? You put here. Let me see. This is even what we are supposed to be doing. No, let me go back to the top. Let's see. Sample image prompt. Let's see. All right. So what you can do here is you can just go to your CV, all right? Copy your job description. If I have to start working with this tool now, it's going to take us a lot of time. So just copy your job description, you paste it here. Then of course you get all your skills. You add some skills to this job description, okay? So once you do that, these are several skills you can add. You just need to click on skills that are related to your job. Okay, then once you're done, you click on save. So that job will be added just below the one you find at the top. So I'm going to skip this. Perfect. So we've worked on what? Our experiences. The next thing is what? Your education. You need to add your educational background here. So I can either click on the plus sign, okay, and add all the educations I have. So I can either click on the plus sign or I click on edit. I just click on edit. We're going to have the various educational backgrounds I have. For example, if I click on this edit right here, you choose the name of your school, the degree which you obtained, the field of study, your start date, your end date, your grades, activities and societies. You add a little bit, a briefing of the things you did when you were in school. You give a brief description about the entire program. Then you add some skills which you might have acquired during the course of your study. Once you're done, you can add media as well. This media, you can add your certificates. If you've obtained some certificates, you can upload your certificate as like what I've done here. Like what I've done here for these digital marketing certifications, the London International Studies certification. We have them here. Then, of course, then we have University of Boya. And obviously, these skills or these certificates and the skills will always appear in accordance to the date you started and when you ended. So the most recent one will obviously be at the top. That's how your CV is supposed to look like. All right. So that's how you work your education and your work experience. Once you're done, you just have to go back. All right. So once you go back, we have what we call license and certifications. So there are some licenses which I have gotten as well, like the International English Test, which I added here. We have master's degree verified by WES, that's the World Education Services. So these are other license and certifications which I have obtained. So you just need to add them here. All right. Then of course your skills. Every skill which you've added is going to pop up here. All right. And you can click on show all 54 skills. You're going to see all the skills here. Remember, when we're doing a search here, we were able to get so many skills, right? Under the LinkedIn profile builder. I don't know if the information we searched is still there, but then we can get that from the history. Click on history, we should be able to get what we've been able to search. Now, a better tool which you can use, that's if it's available in your country, is ChatGPT, right? Which is an AI tool. It's a more advanced tool, and obviously it is free. You are not limited when it comes to word. The only thing is that it is not broken down like the ones you have here, and you have to be very specific with your prompts. Okay, you have to be very specific with your prompts if you want to get the best out of it. You need to ensure that you tell them exactly what you want. But this tool has already broken down the various steps you need, the various categories. It has actually provided you with tools you can use, okay? And it's very easy, straight to the point, just that it has limitations when it comes to some of the words. All right, I hope that is clear. So let's entertain some questions, if any, before we proceed. Any question?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yes, my name is Rosie from Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay.
I had opened up my LinkedIn account a year ago, and when I was trying to like update it, I've never quite used it, I'll be very honest. So when I was trying to go back to it, it told me that there's another user already using it, but I could not find where would I be able to change the password, or because I couldn't remember the password.
Have you ever logged in on a PC or on your mobile? You might have logged in on another device. Just check the devices which you have.
Mobile phone.
You're using your mobile?
Yes.
Because the thing is that whenever you use LinkedIn on a particular device, or maybe on a particular browser, and you try to log in on another device, they will always want to send a verification to that other device. Okay, they always want to send a verification to another device. But what I can tell you, what you can do is that try to change the password. I think if you try changing the password, you might be able to have access to it. So long as you have the details, the email address you used to create that account, then it's going to be easier for you. Can you try that?
It was not given. I don't know whether it's because I was using my mobile phone, but it didn't give me an option where I should put my password. It would give me a message, your email is with another user, and obviously the user is me.
Wait, let me try something, okay? Okay, we'll get back to that. All right, we'll get back to that. Since the question is not really directly related to the session, we will look at that towards the end of the class.
Okay.
Any other question, please? If you have a question, please, you are free to ask in the chat. Any question? Any question? All right, so let's take a break. Let's take about 10 minutes break. So what we are going to do is, please, no, before we go back, before we proceed, there is one more thing I want to show you guys, and that is how to change your username. All right, so most of the times on different social media platforms, when it comes to sharing your LinkedIn profile, sharing the link, all right, to your LinkedIn profile, it's always good that LinkedIn profile should have your exact username, or should have a username. All right, so I'll take you guys back to my profile. If you can look at the top of my browser here, you notice that we have a linkedin.com/in/Tamon. So most of your profiles won't have this Tamon. You just have a mixture of words and letters. That's because you've not changed your username. It's always good you have the same username on every platform. That's why it's very easy for someone to search my name on any browser and be able to get hold of my account, or can see the details of my account because of what? That particular username. All right. So if I click, let me close this. 1 minute, guys. So if all right, I'm on my profile picture. I'm on my profile right now. So if you check on the right side, you're going to see public profile and URL. You click on the edit button beside. So once you click on the edit button beside, you're going to see this option here, edit your custom URL. So if I click here, you're going to see where you can add your your URL or your username. All you need to do is you type that username and you click on save. All right, and it must be between 3 to 100 letters. All right, and of course, you are not supposed to use symbols, spaces, or special characters. Just use letters. So once you type that, you just click on save and you're going to have that unique username. Very, very important. All right. And of course, if you want your profile to be public or private, you can actually do that. You can toggle this on and off. All right. So let's have that break, 5 to 10 minutes. What we are going to do is if you have a profile, you can kindly share your profile so that we can connect with the profile. Just copy your profile if you have access to it. Let the others click on the profile and connect with you. We'll send you a friend request or connect with you on LinkedIn. Very important. All right, so let's have that break and we are going to come back later. All right, so while we are doing that, someone asked a question here. OSN is asking, please, how and where can a beginner start from? I don't understand. Start from where? Where precisely? What do you mean by where can a beginner start from? You mean when you've created your profile? Immediately you create your profile, you're going to come, it's going to lead you to this page which you see here. So as a beginner, start with your profile picture. Just click on your profile, you add your photo. From there, you add your frame. Once you're done with your frame, you change your image background. From your image background, you go to, obviously, you type your name when you're creating the account. You go to your headline, you add your headline, you go to the about, you add the about, you add your experiences, you add your education, you add your license and certifications, then you add your skills. Very, very important. When it comes to interests, they will always ask you your interests whenever you're creating your account for the very first time. So you're going to see all of that. But if you can't, I think you're going to get some recommendations here. Top voices, you have companies, you have groups, you have newsletters. And these interests, they always appear based on the things you told LinkedIn you are interested in when you were creating your account. So LinkedIn already know the things you are actually interested in. All right. So please let's share if you have a LinkedIn profile. I've seen that majority of you don't even have. If you had, you should have been sharing by now, or you've not optimized it very well. So basically, it will be very difficult for you to do that. But no problem. I believe before we come for another session, I believe each and every one of you must have worked on your LinkedIn profile. And again, we're going to have another session, and this time around, you're just going to be looking at your LinkedIn profiles. Those of you who have created your LinkedIn profile and you want to optimize the LinkedIn profile. I'm going to share a form. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll share a form right now. You guys will fill it for the attendance of today. Let's see. Please, while I bring up the form, kindly make sure you share your links if you have any. If you have a question, feel free to ask. And please, if you attended our previous sessions, the last digital marketing masterclass, make sure you can add those certificates to your LinkedIn profile. It's very important. You add it, you write a little article on it, and you can tag the institute. I'll share with you guys the username of the institute, so you guys can you can interact with handle. So I'm going to I think with the little attendance we have, it will be very easy for us to get you guys certificates of attendance. So we have one is email address. All right, I can see the links coming in. Yeah, I can see most of you don't yet have your usernames attached to your LinkedIn profile. So please, if you can't get your profile, just open your LinkedIn profile, and if you have created any post before, just go and share that post. Copy the link of that post and share. People will be able to connect with you through that method. All right. So that's the attendance list, attendance form for this class. Kindly make sure you fill, and we will see. Now, please, the certificates for this is not compulsory, okay? I don't want you guys running to my inbox. Once it's ready, you are just going to receive it in your emails. Once we've decided to make them, at least the turnout is not that much, so it'll be easy for us to make them. Please, and again, for those of you complaining, there's a reason why we created an attendance sheet. I think I should stop the recording for now.